So let's talk about it's bill time, budget time. So what's the hit this year, Mayor?
Well, I'll tell you, if our tax rate did not go up. So if your assessment went up, your taxes went up. So we're depending on the revenue that's generated from the MPAC property assessments. Yep. So if your assessment went up, your taxes went up. If you went down, your taxes went down. If they stayed the same, taxes stayed the same. Okay. Obviously, we're looking at an increase in the overall assessment of 3.85%. We recognize that right from the beginning, and we also recognize that if we blended that in, then we would be up for some criticism that that's quite a hit on the ratepayer.
Sure.
So out of that 3.85%, the immediate thing that we did, and this is at the urging of our administration, who are very good at forecasting and determining what our needs are going to be in the future, they recommended and we adopted that 2% of it go directly into reserves for infrastructure.
Wow. So, it sounds something like Vince Marcotte talking. He loves his reserves, but he was mayor, wasn't he?
Absolutely. Actually, that's
reserves are good.
Absolutely. That's sort of the legacy of LaSalle, I think, is that we put money in reserves and we try and keep our debt as low as we can. And when it comes to paying for an infrastructure improvement, we try and pay cash as much as we can.
Good. When you look at LaSalle, I think from the point of view of people, you have really, you got people living there, VIPs. You've got sports figures there and everything. What a year for PR! Oh my gosh! So tell us some of the people you've honored and some of the things.
Obviously the obvious one, and he's going to be playing this Sunday, is Luke Wilson.
Of course.
Luke is a great kid. If you ever spoken to him, I'm sure you have. He's a terrific guy and one that's very humble. Yep. Yeah, they beat our Lions last weekend, but now we got to.
Yeah. Who are you going for? No, seriously, who are you going for?
Well, I wanted Luke to have an outstanding game, but I wanted the Lions to win.
Okay, thank you. Just want to get that on the record. But then the Kylie Moss?
And then Kylie Moss, my gosh, I mean, an Olympian medalist. So she is just a sweetheart. She's just the same type of person, very humble, very Canadian. I don't know if you noticed the night that she was swimming, they had all of these athletes coming out of a tunnel, sort of, and they were being introduced individually, and they were all coming out, and they were very stoic. They had earphones on. They were very concentrated. She came out with her hand waving.
I'm from LaSalle.
And you know what? And that's what we love, is that they are never ashamed to say that they're from LaSalle. They're loud and clear. Where are you from? LaSalle, Ontario, Canada.
And the neat thing is how many people embraced all that, right?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, embraced it. I mean, people were watching in bars and restaurants and clubs, and it was just great. It brought everybody together.
Oh yeah, it's terrific.
And Danielle Wade, of course.
Of course, Danielle Wade. I just saw her in the grocery store yesterday. She's just a little firecracker, that girl. She's got so much ambition, and to consider that she won a nationwide talent search for Andrew Lloyd Webber, and she autographed a book that I put in my office, and it's The Wizard of Oz, and she said, "Thank you, LaSalle. There's no place like home." And, that's terrific.
Corny and beautiful.